All right, so these are some notes for volume. So first thing I want you to do whenever you are doing these problems, I want you to read the question and I want you to underline their keywords that are in that problem, okay, or in this statement. So for this one, we have find the volume of the triangular prism. So we read it once. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go through and we're going to underline any keywords and we're going to write the definition of those words. What do those words tell us to do? Okay, so take a second and see if you can do that by yourself. I really hope you tried to do it by yourself. So if you didn't try and do it by yourself, try and do it by yourself. If you forgot what you're doing, you were going to underline the keywords, and then you're going to write the definition of those keywords like under it or on top of it. All right, hopefully you did it. We have find the volume. Volume is a key word because volume tells me where I'm going to look on the formula chart. Tells me where I'm going to look. That means it says volume, I'm looking here. I have two options, prism and pyramid. So then I keep looking and I see the word triangular. Well, triangular tells me two things. First thing it tells me is that this is the base. Because that's how we find our base from our name, okay? We find the base from the name. Where do we find the base? We find the base from the name. Where do we find the base? We find the base from the name. Okay? It also tells me to divide by how much? See if you can write it before I do. Divide by 2. Okay? And then prism tells me where I'm going to look. That means I'm going to look here on my formula chart. Okay? And then it tells me the volume equals big B H. So that means I'm going to use the formula big B H. Now I have all my stuff. Now I can solve it, okay? Now what I want you guys to do is pause the video and go get 2 highlighters from the little supply thing at the back of the room. So pause the video and go get two highlighters, a yellow highlighter and a blue highlighter. So I got blue, I got yellow. Now, whatever your base is, you're going to highlight in yellow. So I'm going to write that. Yellow is going to be the base, and blue is going to be the height. Now, whenever you're doing this, yellow and blue are never going to be on top of each other, ever, ever. If you put them on top of each other, that means you did it wrong. Okay? So now, your yellow is your base. Well, we said before my base is going to be the triangle. So I'm going to go to the triangle, and I'm going to make it yellow. Okay? And then I'm going to do my blue. Well, my blue is my height. I want you to try and draw the height in blue. Go ahead. If you put the height in blue here, well, this and this are exactly the same. That means if you draw the blue here, you can also draw the blue here. And I said that blue and yellow are never going to be on top of each other. So that's wrong. My blue is going to go here. They're not on top. Okay? Now, if you wanted to take the yellow and do both of them, that's fine. If you wanted to just do the back one, that's fine also. Okay? So now we're going to continue. So with the yellow, first thing we need to do, we have this formula right here. Big B, H. Big B is your yellow. H is your blue. Area of the yellow. Yellow is a triangle. Well, what's the area of a triangle? We're here. Area, triangle, 1/2 base times height. So we have 1/2, the base of the triangle and the height. We're still in the yellow, okay? So I'm looking at yellow. If I look at yellow, what's the base of the yellow? See if you can figure it out. 6. What's the height of the yellow? Now, if you said 5, you are wrong. Why are you wrong? Because you remember this little thing right here? Whenever you have that right angle, whatever is touching that right angle, that is always your base, that is always your height. It is touching right here, which is 4, and it's touching here, which is 6, because those are exactly the same. So if 6 is my base, that means 4 has to be my height. Remember, you are not going to use a diagonal until you get to 8th grade. Ever. Until you get to 8th grade. So now we solve. Half of 6 is 3. 3 times 4 is 12. Am I done? Am I done? Okay, I'm not done yet. I didn't do my blue. I didn't do my 10. Alright, I didn't use it. So now I got to use it. So we're going to times 10, and we get 120 cubic centimeters. When you see that cubic, all that means is that you found the volume. Okay? Alright, let's look at the next one. Find the volume of the rectangular prism. Take a second, read the problem, underline your keywords. Go. Alright, hopefully you took it seriously and you tried to underline some keywords. Volume is key because it tells you where to look. If I'm taking the time to write it, I need you to take the time to write it. Rectangular tells me my base. And prime tells me base times height, big BH. Okay? Now, with a rectangular prism, it doesn't really matter which rectangle you pick as your base because you're going to get the same answers. Okay? So, if my base is yellow, I'll make this one yellow. And then my height will be this one. Remember that when you're dealing with volume, you're always dealing with 3 numbers. Only 3. And I have 1, 2, and 3. Now with rectangular prisms, it's really easy. There's no triangles, there's no pyramids, there's nothing. So all you do is multiply. 3 times 4, which equals 12, times 5. And you get 60. Okay? Or you could have done 4 times 5 times 3, or 5 times 3 times 4. It doesn't matter your order. Next one. The area of the base of a rectangular pyramid is 30 centimeters squared. If the height of the height is 2 centimeters, what is the volume? All right, take a second, go through, underline your keywords. Go. Not only do I want you to underline your keywords, but I also want you to write the definition of those keywords on top of the word. So go. Please pause this video and actually do it if you have not done so. All right, here we go. Hopefully you did it. The area of the base of a rectangular pyramid is 30. Okay, so we're going to deal with this sentence right here. So the area of the base. Well, area of the base, we know that's big B. Right? That's big B. I'm going to write big B so I don't forget. Big B. Okay? That's what area of the base means. Of a rectangular pyramid, well, this is my name. Rectangular tells me that that's the base. That's the shape of the base. And pyramid, what does pyramid tell me to do? Well, that tells me to divide by 3. Right? Now, is 30. What is 30? The area of the base is 30. So that means that this is big B. If the height is 2, oh, I need that. That's really important. Height is 2. What is the volume? This is my question. Well, let's look at it. I know that I'm looking at volume. Volume, I'm here. Volume of a prism or pyramid, I have to choose. I choose pyramid because that's in my question. So I go to pyramid. My formula, 1/3 big BH. I'm going to write that so I don't forget. 1/3 big BH. Oh, wait, look. There's a couple of things here. Big B, we said was 30. Oh, I'm just going to replace that with that. Oh, wait, look. Height, we said was 2. Just replace that with that. And then we got that 1/3. And that 1/3 tells me to divide by 3. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, okay, well, 30 times 2 is 60. Divided by 3 is 20 centimeters cubed. And that's my answer. That's it. Okay? Now, This is really important because if you can do this, you can do this. Okay? If you have trouble trying to figure out what to do and how to start here. Write down the things that you know, underline, circle, whatever. It will help you out. Now, don't underline everything. The, of, a, like, no one cares about those little words. We only want the important things. All right?